Alright, it's time to put my front mount intercooler. Here it is. I'm gonna take this top mount intercooler out and then I'm gonna put front mount in there. At the moment this is what it's running at, 434, and this is the modification, MD320 321T plus turbo, GT2 spec headers, have smooth up pipe, RCM down pipe, RCM full exhaust system, modified injectors, pink one, pairing 4-bar map sensor, RCM 340 fuel pump, Mishimoto intake pipe, K&N panel filter, NGK PFR 7B, the gap to 0.6 mil, and then that's a big aftermarket top mount intercooler, which is that. Stock ECU with carburetor rum, anti-lag and launch control. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna do is I need to take the front bumper out. The bumper is easy to take out anyway. I need to get this bit off, which is just these clips. They come out, and there's a couple of these clips, and there's few more here, there, and then down the wheel arch. Same thing to the other side, and just below the bumper here there's a clips in there, and the bumper will just come out. Once the bumper is out, then I'll take this top mount intercooler out as well, which is easy as well to do. You know, just disconnect these breather hoses, two of that screw, and then the dump valve, them two, and then the top mount intercooler will come out. On mine, sometime I have to take this bar out, and sometimes you can get away with it as well. Once that is out, I need to take the airbox out as well, so I can get access to it. And then I might need to take this wheel off to get to the wheel arch better, but I might not need to do it. It's my first time, so. And I'll need to take this washer bottle out as well. So yeah, I will show you once I get these things off. The grill is out, which is that one there, and there's a few clips, plastic clips like that. They're all out. I just took the wheel out anyway, but you don't have to, but I just did it. There's clips in here, and there's another clip in here going upward, and this wheel arch I might need to take it off so I can see the pipe, the intercooler pipe coming down. Yeah, the bumper is easy to come out. On mine you have to take the driving lamps off, or you can call it fog lights, whatever you want to call it. Same thing this side, take them off. There's 3 screws, 1, 2, 3 comes out, and then there's a clip underneath here. Just take it out, and then it's ready to come out. Now the bumper is out. I'm gonna take this crush bar out. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 screws holding it on this side, and then another 4 screws on this side, and then this bar will come out. Once it's out, then I have to put this bar in there. This one holds the top front mount. Okay, this one came with the front mount intercooler. I put it on. It holds into these two there. The old one is there. The original one, I mean. Once that is fitted, you have to bend these bits. Like, you have to bend them. If you don't bend it, then it's gonna touch the intercooler. Just bend them down, like both 3. There's 2 bolts onto the chassis. 1, 2 underneath, because the intercooler has to screw underneath as well. I'll show you. And then I have left it loose so it can move side by side until I put the pipe works in. Then I will know the exact angle. Then I will tighten the screws. There's 2 here, and there's another one here, another one here. Okay, now the front mount is in, but it's not bolted yet. I have just left everything loose. It can move about. I'm gonna go ahead take the intake, the air box out completely, the top mount intercooler out, and then I will start putting the pipe works in. The pipe works goes through here. There, I will show you. These ones are easy to take out anyway. Just 2 screws for this one, comes out. Air box there. Take this piece out separate, and the air box holding by 2 screws. There's one down here, another one down here, and then the air box will just lift out. Top mount is easy as well. 2 here, 2 there. These 2 pipes, them 2 here. That vacuum pipe, and then we'll come out. That's the air box out of the way. I'm gonna also take this plastic bit out of the way. There's 1 screw here, another one here. I'm gonna take this thing off. Now the top mount intercooler is out, which is there. Now I will go through, put the pipes out from here. I'm gonna have to take this coolant washer bottle out because I need to put the pipe through here as well. I will show you in a bit. Once the overflow bottle is out, you can just feed it through like this. It goes all the way in there, and this part here, it just connects to that this pipe. You can see that pipe it just goes around here to there. It is in this position at the moment. It needs to go more down in, so I'm gonna take these 2 out so that this bonnet switch can move out of the way, so I can swing it this way, and once it's swing that way, then I can connect it to the bottom pipe. I'm gonna chop this one off because it's kind of holding the pipe. It won't let it go in. It is chopped off now, which is that bit, and this piece as well is chopped off. Now the pipe is going in properly now. This pipe here is the same size as the rest. It does go in the throttle body. It looks too loose, but it looks too small, but you have to really put some effort to it. It will go in definitely. At the moment I haven't tied any of these clamps. All these clamps I left them loose because I might need to just move them about, because I want to keep my front driving lamps, which are these ones. I want to keep them, so I'll make them fit. That's why I will leave everything loose and then play with the pipes until it happens. The kit doesn't come with the pipe that goes in here to the dump valve, so I will have to buy a pipe and then get it sorted before the mapping. So at the moment I will just find like a normal pipe from the garage somewhere and then just put the dump valve in there. As you see, this long pipe goes in here, and then this bent one goes in here to the turbo, and this one goes like this, and then this one goes like that, and then it comes down to this wheel arch, and then this pipe goes in like this, and then it connects to here. Yeah, very easy. Okay, now it's all looking together now. I will still leave the clamp loose. That all these clamps I'm gonna leave them loose because I'm gonna put my front bumper in and then see what's holding the fog lights or driving lamp, you wanna call it, or what's disturbing it, and then I'll make it happen. I will show you if I find out what it is. Alright, that bit is chopped off. I will see if it's still holding. If it's still holding, then I will chop it off a bit more. Okay, at the moment this side, the pipe, the bumper goes in with no problem, so you don't have to worry about this pipe going down here. But the main problem is this pipe here. It's giving me problem. It goes in there, but then I need to see like I will see which way I have to cut it. Probably I have to cut down this area or something like that. But even a friend of mine with a Scooby, he has this fog lights as well, and he told me I have to cut down something, and then I have to play with the pipes up here. So I'm gonna figure it out. It's time to figure it out, then I'll know exactly what he means. Okay, remember the driver's side driving lights or fog lights is where the problem is on the pipes, but the passenger side is fine. It goes nice and round, but the driver's side is where your problem will be. So as you can see here, it's in here, and see that pipe is touching there. So it looks like I need to chop down this area, and then you see here, once I chop down that one, I think it should be able to fit. So basically it looks like I need to chop down this side. I have to chop it down, then the pipe should go in, and then I will show you the aftermath. Okay, at the moment I have chopped it off like this, and I'm gonna try again. Alright, as you can see, the pipe is still touching here, but it's kind of free up here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna chop off that side as well, and then that should be alright. I will chop it off and see what happens. At the moment it looks like this is as close as I'm gonna get. I'm gonna take the bumper out, tight the clamps properly. This is how I chopped off from here. I might need to chop off a bit more from here, and that's chopped up there. And when you look from underneath, I have chopped off there. Yeah, that's it. Now I got it how I wanted the pipe to go and everything. I have tightened these clamps properly now. These ones, that one. I had to bend this thing because it's touching the pipe. Them two are tight. And then I have tightened that side as well. The one goes there. Then I will go ahead and tie these ones, all these ones. And then this clamp, I got it the position where I want it, so I can open this oil filler. And then I have tightened it as well. So yeah, and when I had to wiggle it, when I had to move things about, I had to leave these ones open. But now I will go ahead and if you look in here, there's a gap in there, so I'm gonna have to put some washer there and to fill up the gap and put the screw in there. Same thing to this, and then I'll put the bumper on, put the intake, and then that should be done. Okay, the front mount intercooler kit doesn't come with the pipe that goes in here, so you have to make your own one or order one. I didn't know it doesn't come with it, so I just made one at the moment. Just chopped off a rubber hose, but I will get a proper pipe for it later on. Yeah, I just put it here, and then I'll connect the dump valve in there, and then just connect the vacuum for the dump valve. Okay, for this part, you know, this goes in here on the top mount intercooler to that breather hose there. You won't be needing this anymore, so it goes with that. They supply like this T-piece. You put this T-piece here, and then that T-piece, the other bit goes in here, and then this part connects to this hose, and that hose will go into here. See, it's connected from there to there. You run it down, and then it goes into there. For the intake one, to be honest, I fitted the Mishi motor one. It's just straight. It comes from there to here. I don't really like the way it sits for the air, so I'm just gonna use the original intake pipe here, so that this intake can go in an angle. So I think I prefer this angle, and then yeah, I'm gonna put the MAF sensor and then see what happens. For the overflow bottle, it comes with this one. I took this clamp off this timing belt cover, so I have turned the clamp. I'm gonna put it like that, and then I'll put I will show you how I'm gonna fit it in, like this. There to here. This was the Campbell cover bracket, and then this pipe I'll just get it to here. It's a bit short, but I'll put another one and put it here, and then job done. Everything is done now. This bracket is there. I have put water in there, closed it. All these pipes are tight. Everything is tight. All the intake is tight there. So now I'm just gonna put the front bumper in there, and then I will just at the moment I can just start the car now, just to make sure everything's all right. Then I'll put the front bumper. Yeah, it's all running. Now I'm gonna put the front bumper in, and then job done. Okay. For this side, the driving lamp or fog light, whatever you want to call it, I'm gonna go in there. But normally this bracket goes behind, and then the bolt goes through here. But I won't bother putting this bracket because it's a bit too much. So I'm just gonna put a washer at the back and a nut, and then I'll just tighten him up. This side is in, but I had to take this screw out, so it will hold by 2 screws instead. That one has to come out because otherwise the fog lamp cover won't close properly. See, there we are. Okay, everything is back together now, but I need to sort out this side, the fog light. So I'm just gonna call it a day. I'm not gonna bother with it, and then later on I will sort it out. Basically, I just need to make the cover to fit in there, so I need to play around with the fog light, and it will go in. This side went in perfect, so I'll sort that out. That's there, all back in, and then I'll also put this in here. But I'm gonna modify this intake pipe, like maybe cut it in here so that the air can go into this. That's later on as well.